Today we're biking through the Hoi An countryside.
We're Keith and Dev, and if you're new here, we've been traveling around the world. Most recently, we've been traveling through Southeast Asia, from Thailand to Malaysia, a quick stop in Singapore before exploring Cambodia, Laos, and currently we're in Vietnam. We started in the north and have slowly been making our way down south. We have been in Hoi An for a few days, and what a cool place. Today we'll be leaving the old town to explore the countryside by bike.
Subscribe to follow along. Good morning.
We are still in Hoi An, and today we're doing something very exciting, which is a bike tour with the Heaven and Earth Tours. So this is a bike tour that will take us to the countryside and see a bit of Vietnam. We think that we haven't had a chance to see the more local culture, so we're very excited for today.
And it begins right now. You got yourself a bike and a basket. We have our bikes. We met Tram, our guide. She seems really lovely.
Awesome. Her English is incredible.
We're with 2 other people in our tour group, and we're turning left.
Awesome, and we
need to hurry up.
Off the island to a different island, so we gotta go.
We should probably ride them.
Yes, let's count the bikes.
We're actually taking a little ferry across the river, which is really neat. And then we start our adventures to the countryside. This is the original tour, by the way, by Heaven and Earth Bicycle Tours.
That was a beautiful, peaceful boat ride, and our bikes are just being taken off our little ferry, and we're gonna explore the countryside. Whoop.
And just like that, we're out of the city, out of the hustle and bustle. We only biked like 500 meters, putting it back down, because we're stopping here.
What is really cool about this tour is it's the traditional tour, so we're also learning a lot about the community and the countryside.
These local artists are making these beautiful artisan wooden paneling with shells.
That was right? Yeah, that's amazing. That's incredible. We're just learning about the process of it, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of detail. It's beautiful.
Everything
How
is
long
so...
does it take him to do this one, do you think?
Wow.
A day, 2 days, I don't know. A long time.
3 days.
3 days.
Alright, I'll run you through the process really quickly here. So first they take the shell, they have to get rid of the outer layer, then they have to like flatten it in fresh water, press it, make these thin sheets, which they can then cut together with a saw, so they can make multiple of the same design like a dragon at once. Then after that, they have to make sure the wood is carved for this little piece. They glue the piece of shell into the wood, then they polish it, then they have to engrave it, then they cover it with black pen, and then they sandpaper that pen off, and it makes those black outlines, and it makes this finishing product. Well, there's another place where we are really tempted to buy stuff, but we have no space for
In
it.
our bags, carry on only. The struggle is real.
We definitely want some of
We
that.
would love to come back one day to get work, because that was beautiful.
Let's decorate our future home.
What a cool first stop.
So just down the street here, it seems like this artisanal hub where all these little houses, all these locals are working on something different. Over here, it's sandalwood sculptures, so it smells quite nice. Obviously, sandalwood is used in like colognes and stuff. One thing we learned, crazy though, this is the reality of life here. There's some serious floods here when there's typhoons or when there's too much water in the mountains and they open the dams up and they have to. It happens every few years. Essentially, up to the top of this door frame will be full of water, and they have to move all their beautiful carvings and artisanal crafts, and they have to move them upstairs. My gosh, it's worse than a massive snowstorm.
We're on our way back to our bikes. We learned so much about how they make boats. Sadly, since COVID, it's been less popular and it's getting more expensive. But we did learn they actually import their wood from Laos. So
Which
that's
is really
something.
neat.
So what they're doing is they're filling all the little grooves in with bamboo fiber, and then once that's all in, they put a layer of lacquer over top, and that's how they seal the boats. Which
So they're not chiseling?
Neat. No, they're not. They're filling in the gaps. We next stopped stopped on the side of the road where some women were working on the first steps in making traditional Vietnamese sleeping mats. They kindly showed us the process.
So see this big grass?
It's from back there.
It's very plasticky. And we'll see the end product and the weaving later today.
But this is the first step.
And so they all split it in half. And then they have two pieces out of one.
And the last thing you do is leave them in the sun to dry out. Keith even got a chance to try.
Okay, and like that. Here. So you start in the middle there.
Nice! Nicely done! We just hopped off our bikes and we're in the middle of the rice fields. Like, this is gorgeous. Look at this.
Right now it's about 2 weeks.
Like, amazing. And we learned actually yesterday that in this area of Vietnam, they can have 2 seasons of rice.
As we venture out more into the countryside, we have little kids saying hello to us. People in the rice fields, people doing their daily lives. Oh, looks like we're stopping at this little store.
Our next stop was to learn how the basket boats are made. We learned the boats have a bamboo frame and take about 10 days to make. They can last up to 6 years, having to be resealed every 6 months.
Bye.
So I'm gonna go first. She's showing us how to do this. She's 71.
She's awesome. Keith, you gonna make it look that easy as well?
No. I'll try. Okay. All right. I swim. Okay. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Con gà đây.
Just kidding.
Is she letting me go?
No.
That's hilarious.
Oh, look at those spins! I'm up next. Let's see how I do.
Thank you. Right here.
Let's do this.
Photo.
Photo.
Telephone có cắn 5 sào.
Was
Đi
easy?
đi.
Look at you, she's a ballerina.
Go, Devin. Nicely done, Dev.
Okay, that was so cool. So, as you know, in our previous video, we got to go in one of the coconut boats for our cooking class, but this was so genuine and
Also
authentic.
a cool little boat as well.
Yeah, it's
No
like the
bend.
real deal. Like, it's like not just like a tourist
It's
sitting on a
quite
bench.
hard
It's
to
the
do,
real
but
deal.
once you have the rhythm, it's like it flows so well. Then you break it and you like lose your paddle, and you're sort of like it's hilarious.
It is hard. I'm
quite
very
hard.
impressed by all the drivers that are around. Just like
Yesterday's driver
Yeah.
and this lady too. Like their ability is.
Yeah, that was
impressive.
such a funny experience.
It's now happy hour. Actually, funny thing we've noticed in Hoi An in the city, happy hour is actually from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. But now we're trying a rice wine. Here's a quick briefing on how this rice wine is made. It's actually really quite neat. They lay it out once it's cooked.
Yeah, first they cook it, they let it cool down for about 2 hours, then they put it in a bucket. They add yeast to the bucket and leave it in the bucket for 3 days. Pigs are
So these guys are making noises.
From there they add water and let it sit for another 2 days. Then they bring it to the big cauldrons and let it cook for 6 hours. He's gonna tell you about something really cool about how they keep it cooking.
They use the gas from the fecal matter from the pigs behind us, which
And
also eat the grain that's been used.
Yeah, to create the rice wine.
So once
this,
it's
like,
distilled,
sustainable process.
There's different strengths. The clearer, the stronger. And they also can add things like cobras
Or fruit to make it flavored.
fruit, or centipedes, or garlic.
Crazy. So
And-
we get to now go try it.
And they mean different things as well.
Yes.
To count 1, 2, 3, cheers, and we say 1, 2, 3, vô. 1,
Mo,
2,
3, yo.
Ready?
Mo, hi, bye, yo. Cheers. All right.
Let's go. Not bad. Okay. Not bad.
Excellent. That was great. Warm, but excellent.
70%?
60 to 70.
60 to 70%.
Yeah, about that.
All right, so
Okay.
hi,
Ma.
hi, bye,
Yo.
cheers.
Good luck.
Wow. As a burn, I feel like I could breathe fire after that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
Wow.
Louder.
Bye.
Yo. Ma. Hai. Ba. Yo.
I'm gonna try a garlic one. Wish me luck. That's pretty good actually. The garlic one was not bad. I don't know if I tried the snake one quite yet. They do replace the snake though. They actually never use the first batch. They take it out and replace the actual rice one. Right.
Hai. Ba. Yo.
What a fun twist. I did not expect that. That was a lot of fun. They all tasted great. Even the garlic one wasn't bad.
So cool. So delicious.
Very strong. This one's on fire. It's so strong. It's actually
chilling there.
still on
It's-
fire. All right, back on our bikes. Lunch is next. See you there. And while we wait for our food and for lunch, we're gonna check out this traditional home. It's been here for 100 years with the same family.
So one thing we learned that was really cool is back in the day it used to be that the men always entered through this door, the spirits entered through the middle door, and the women would enter through the door on the far side. So that's really interesting. Now you can enter from anywhere, she said.
So as we were just strolling through this traditional house, she showed us an old vase that is made from old ordnance or ammunition from the Indochina War. And so we got talking about the Indochina War, the American War, the Vietnam War, whatever you want to call it.
She started telling us about the history of her family and her family's involvement in the war, and it really brought light to us how affected every single person here in Vietnam still is from what has happened in the past. And
Yeah, 3 generations later, depending on the side of your ancestor, you still get affected if you try to work in the government organization. You won't go as far based on which side your ancestor was on
supported.
during the war.
Crazy. But now I think it's lunchtime, so we're gonna go wash our hands and eat some food. Perfect.
What else did you get?
I got a little surprise. Closed my eyes and then this was here and it's amazing.
What is it, Dev?
It's a cold pack. And I'm starting to get a brain
It's a frozen
freeze, but I
pack,
love
yeah.
it.
You say?
Chopsticks, we went with the vegetarian meal because we love the tofu. What is it called?
Tomato tofu? Jeez, I don't know what it's called, I'm sorry. Give it a go.
Yeah.
Nice headband.
It's so good. Thank you. I put the ice pack, which is now definitely not ice. Still there.
My turn for the chopsticks. Now, morning glory with garlic. Something else we love here.
Is it good?
It's good stuff. Oh yeah, that's excellent. It's juicy. Some of the best stuff we've had actually. Morning glory wise. All right, looks like we're gonna eat. We have an intimate date with these two. We'll see you in a bit. And always fruit for dessert.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is all mango.
Oh man, a
I
whole
love
plate of mango for the two of us. I actually absolutely love getting fruit for dessert here. It's always included. Stellar. Si ciao. Si ciao.
Next door was a couple making traditional Vietnamese mats, and they showed us the process. Okay, we learned about the weaving. That was incredible. It was beautiful.
I want to be part of this too. I want to say I've never felt.
It takes them 3 hours to make one of those mats.
Yeah.
I just want to say that. Go ahead.
Never felt like I wanted to buy something so badly. Honestly, it was just so lovely. I want to come back here and buy those mats.
But we can't, so we'll have to come back one day because again, we just have our little backpacks and a mat's not gonna fit in there.
Nope. Next time.
Next time.
Thank you so much, Tran. Thank you very much. Take care. Nice to meet you guys. Take care. Keep in touch. Yeah, you too. And it's a wrap. Unfortunately, that was beyond expectations. Tran and the other tour guide were so sweet and so funny. Actually funny. Like, they cracked jokes the entire time.
I was like actually laughing at them multiple times. They were
super
so
entertaining.
I stubbed my toe because I'm a klutz, and she helped me clean it up, which
yeah, I
was
had a
so
first
sweet.
aid
Like,
kit and everything because that was all bloody.
Yep, and super prepared. Everything we did was perfectly timed, entertaining, excellent food.
Overall, we highly recommend it. Definitely have to do this tour.
We've got the link below. If you're interested in doing it, you can sign up through their website. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this day. Also because I felt like a real, genuine cultural experience here in Vietnam. Which was awesome.
Heather and Earth Bicycle Tour. Thank you very much.
So thanks for watching
See you soon.
as well, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Take care.
So this is going on to, they said in like I don't know what I'm saying anymore, but hopefully the first part's good.
Sitting down for a little break. I'm gonna roll up my shirt because that's what they do here.